We had another problem. I don't know if you're interested in this, but we had another problem when Maynard came in, is that it was a time that suburbia was being developed. Starting in the 60s into the 70s and 80s, we began to see a movement out of the community to new houses that were being built and at a very lower price in the suburbs. That's been referred to as white flight, but actually there were a lot of things that drew people to the suburbs. And we lost a big chunk of our entire middle-class white population. So the racial mix during Maynard's terms, that's 74 to 78 and then to 82, the city turned over to 50% white black to almost 90%. And there weren't the same 90% because a lot of poor people were coming in from the suburbs during the Depression, and later on a lot of people with lower incomes were moving in. So our tax base in the city went into the ditch. And while I was head of what was then Commission of Planning, of Budget and Planning, I was very conscious of the drop in our tax base. It was major. And so we couldn't keep up our infrastructure, so it declined. And so the city really went through some bad periods, not only racial, but the evacuation of the city and the loss of our tax base.